Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your first week of April Jupiter Blessings reading. Now keep in mind it's a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be left in the description box below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that you all are doing well. So again, just as a reminder, tomorrow, April 4th, 2025, I will be doing a discount reading sale for the 4/4 energy portal. All the information will be posted here on the community section on YouTube, my Instagram, as well as my TikTok. As a reminder, the sale will begin at 8 a.m. my time, and it will wrap up at midnight. And of course, I am in Chicago, Illinois. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading. The message that I got when I was meditating over you guys' energy for this Jupiter Blessings message is that everything around you is about to change, and I really feel like you're going to be happy about the way it comes about. Well, I feel like you're going to be happy with the changes, but I feel like the way things may shift in your favor it may come off unsettling, because it's going to be a lot of unpredictable. You know, it's a lot of things that's going to be you're not going to be able to predict it. It's going to feel like towers because it's happening very quickly. A lot of things will be shifting, coming out of nowhere, but it's all of it is for your highest good. And I also heard that a lot of you all are going to be ending this year on top. 2025, you guys will be wrapping this year up on top in higher ranking positions. Just feeling like you have finally made it, finally feeling like you know what your purpose is. That's the biggest message for you guys today. So when I was meditating over the energy, the song that I got was Love Never Felt So Good by Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a Virgo, and you know, I never looked into it, but I also looked at it today and seen that he was a Pisces moon. So someone can have a Pisces moon also. I'm getting it as well. And also during a full or the new moon during Pisces season, which we know have passed, something very significant could have happened. Like you may have started a job, applied for some type of loan so that you can move, get a new car. And then maybe for some of y'all, you were told, okay, you have to do this to repair your credit, or, you know, we can't do it right now because of that. But something is coming back around. Now the funds will be made available. And I'm going to show you why I say that. At the back of the deck, you got the Nine of Pentacles, single woman, single man, but also this is someone who's surrounded by money. And also she has opportunities. She has 3 different roses in her hand. Okay, so if something is about to blossom, you're going to have opportunities, you're going to have options. Some of y'all may have applied for something in March, during Pisces season, March. I know this is Pentacles, but I'm really strongly getting March and Pisces energy. Someone is a Piscean, or it could be just like how I was saying, Michael Jackson was a Virgo. You got Virgo energy here with a Pisces moon. So somebody, this could be your chart. Like this may really resonate with you. Like you may have a Pisces moon, Virgo sun, or Pisces sun, Virgo moon. It could be flip-flop. These messages may really apply to you. Now, even if you don't have those placements, it doesn't mean that the reading is not for you. That's just real standing out very strong for us here. So when I was meditating for your spirit animal, the spirit animal that I got was the cheetah. Okay, we've had this animal multiple times, but every single time I feel like it brings a different vibration to it. The cheetah talks about moving swiftly, and I feel like you guys are gonna, like I said, it's gonna feel like a tower because you're gonna be moving very swiftly into new situations. But I assure you, it's bringing you prosperity. It's also gonna make you feel like you're in charge of your life, in charge of, you may be put in a position where you're in charge of others. I feel like for some of you all, you may have started a new job in Aries season because you do have Aries here with the Emperor. Also, for those of you who have applied to something, you will get an answer about a job in a new position before Aries season wraps up. I'm getting that as well. Highly decorated. For some reason, I heard highly decorated because you think about the cheetah in their spots. But I was seeing like badges of honor. Someone may be in the services. Military, Air Force, something to that nature. Speed, again, things moving very quickly. I also heard seize the opportunities. You see how like the cheetah is a hunter. When it sees its prey, it's on it immediately. So they're telling you to seize the opportunity. Don't sit around. Don't wait. Get on it right now. Now is go time. I feel like definitely right now because, again, you got Aries energy and we are in go time right now because it's Aries season now. Decisive action, again, that's going back to like seizing the opportunity. Quick recovery. For some reason, and that wasn't even in the definition when I looked it up, but that's what I heard when I was, you know, tapped into that energy of the cheetah. I've seen, like, you know how you'll see like on National Geographics and things like that, like they'll be chasing an animal and then they'll like slip in their legs or have them fumbling and things like that. Some of you guys may have had you may have fumbled something. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how somebody say you fumble to play, you may have fumbled something, you're like, damn, I'm really regretting it. They're saying, like, don't beat yourself up on that because you're about to recover. And it's going to be very quickly. Like, say, for instance, there was a job opportunity and you declined it, and then you didn't really pay attention to all the details and all the bonuses that came with it. And you're like, oh, I really blew that. It seems like something else is going to come to replace it and it's going to be even better. So don't beat yourself up over that. I also got redirecting, something about redirecting yourself. Again, I feel like that's all tied into the first things that I was saying, because you know what didn't work the first time wasn't meant for you. It was an opportunity, because like I said, season opportunity, not opportunity, but opportunities. You're gonna have multiple opportunities, just like how she has multiple roses in her hand. It's in her hand, which means she has the right to choose any of them and to give one more attention more than the other. So yeah, definitely. Because look at this, you got 3 roses, 2 are at the same length, but then you got 1 standing out here. So absolutely. So they're saying, like, for a lot of y'all, you may have a couple job opportunities coming in, and they all seem pretty good. The money, I feel like the money is definitely pretty good for all of them, but one is going to stand out the most. Because she's standing out here in this, where it seems like it's home for her, comfort. She was very comfortable. I feel like a lot of y'all will be choosing a location that's closest to home. Because I'm definitely in something with less travel. And you want a work environment that feels like home. It's like, if I have to be here so often, if I have to be here as much as I'm having to be here for work and things like that, I want it to feel like home. I want the environment to feel like me and my coworkers, we just get along and things like that. Okay. And then I also was getting, this is not to be offensive or anything like that, but I was just being told to put this out here, because sometimes when you get these strong character traits, because it's very specific, it may resonate with you and help you know the message is for you. I also heard that someone out there can have very distinctive moles, or a lot of moles on their face. I'm getting a face specifically. I'm getting face, back, and shoulders. Someone has a very unique birthmark. Someone has hyperpigmentation. And then someone may also be experiencing or has been dealing or enduring hormonal acne for a while. The hormonal acne part, I feel like that's new. Like, someone is going through some transitions in life, like possibly stress, anxiety, worry, because work is not good, money is not good. They're not happy with their living situation. So there's some hormonal stuff going on there as well, is what I'm getting. And of course, that's everyone, that won't apply to everyone, but I'm just putting it out there because they're saying like that resonates with someone out there. Okay. Let's get into the names. First, middle, last name, street name, business name, city, states, put it where it applies. Of course, we're going to have Michael, Joseph, Janet, or Jeanette, Lisa, Carrie, Marie, Gary, Preston, Gilmore, Andrea, Crystal, Indiana. The number 6, Michael Jackson was a life path number 6. 6 is also associated with the planet Venus, and 6 is also associated with your domestic life. So someone's domestic life is changing very swiftly. I'm definitely seeing people getting callbacks as far as loans, as far as like, I also seeing something about is it a housing association? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. It's, how if you have a condo, if you want to move into a condo, you have to meet certain criteria as far as your credit and background check, like extensive. I know when you have like stuff like that, like condos, townhomes, because you're connected to so many different people, they do very, very, very extensive background checks. Somebody was just waiting for that to clear. I feel like you're going to be hearing about that on a day that has a 6 in it, the 6th, the 16th, the 26th, or the 29th. Michael Jackson's birthday was on the 29th, and that stood out to me as well. And as I mentioned, that Pisces moon, somebody definitely has Pisces moon, because I'm being guided to speak on it again, okay? So let's go ahead. Also, I want to talk about how we do have a 9. 2025 is a 9 year. So remember I said, I feel like you all are going to end this year on top. He's on top of everything, and then this is at the end of the deck. So it's like things, you're going to boss up in a very positive way. Again, I feel like there's going to be a lot of unexpected energy attached to it, but it's worth it. I feel like you'll be happy. Chain the cards from the top to the bottom. We'll do the same one more time. I'm being guided to with your clarifying deck, and then we're going to get into your reading. We're going to go into the deck until we get the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then clarifiers for those cards. Like I said, you guys are going to end this year on top. And remember, I kept saying I was being guided to mention again, Pisces moon. Somebody definitely has a Pisces moon, for sure, okay? I feel like they're really wanting to talk about that, because they're saying like this Pisces moon is going to help you think outside the box. You know, your moon is associated with your comfort zones and things like that. And so I feel like for a lot of you all, it may help you step outside of your comfort zone so that you can be expansive in life and so that you can grow and evolve. The King of Cups is someone who is very much present in their emotions and feelings. And for a lot of you all, it could be one of those things where it's like, you're realizing that you're not happy. So it's like, okay, that glow, like, okay, I got to do something. It's like an aha moment. Like, oh, it's time for you to go ahead and do something. It's time for things to shift. You can't just sit around and wait. Remember when I was talking about with the cheetah, it's like, you have to seize the moment. He's sitting there very comfortably because it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I like what I like. I'm used to what I'm used to, but they're telling you that you have to go in a different direction. Okay, you see how he's facing us, but his body's going in this direction. He has 2 seahorses, but they're going in different directions. Like they're not facing towards him, they're going in different directions. And I'm also noticing the fact that they're by his head. So a lot of you all could be in a mental place where it's like, okay, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do that? Should I do this? What should I do? So you could be in your head a lot, and they could really be playing, you know, it could really be playing on your emotions. And when I was thinking, see, even this, I'm still thinking about like some hormonal acne, like stress. Somebody stressed out. Again, I won't apply to everyone, but I'm just putting it out there. So that's, yeah, you guys are manifesting amazing things. Remember I said Michael Jackson was a Virgo. You got Virgo and Gemini here with the Magician. That's a manifester. You are definitely manifesting. You guys don't even see what is headed your way. Victory, So you got the World card, travel distance for a movement. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. For a lot of you all, Taurus season is going to be an amazing time frame of transitions. Yep. Page of Pentacles, a brand new start. Taurus, yep. Again, wow. Okay, like I said, you guys are leveling up. Whatever you start now is really going to set the foundation for like major. That's a huge pentacle for major things to happen in your life. Okay, I heard this the last shuffle because I'm already getting the messages that I need to get. And keep in mind, Jupiter is about your money, your abundance, your expansion, and blessings. So you already are receiving messages like things are getting ready to move forward with the World card, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are always a gift from the universe, something brand new emerging, and it's about your stability with Pentacles there. So that's really good. You're going to have to take a leap of faith on something. The Two of Wands is needed to choose a destination or a direction to go in. And that's what I was saying since the very beginning of your reading. For a lot of y'all, you're going to have to take a step out on, you're going to have to take a leap out on faith. You're going to have to take a step on that path because if you notice, he's in his grass, the path is here. He's not sure which path to take. And so a lot of you all, just like what I was saying with the King of Cups, you could be in your head because those what do you call them? Seahorses were going in 2 different directions, not leaning in towards him. And that's how you feel right now. Like, okay, I don't know which direction to go in. So for a lot of you all, you could just be currently in a situation that you're not necessarily happy in, but you're fearful of what may happen if you do decide to embark upon a new journey. But I feel like that's why things are going to shift in a way that's going to be uncomfortable because you're already uncomfortable. So why not just make the choice to make this change? And because you're not doing it, that's why I was initially picking up the Tower. Things are going to come in like a tower. The Tower comes sweeping in when you have not decided to make a decision yourself. The universe is like, okay, let me sit in the Tower and shake things up because you can't stay like this. It's time for greater things to happen for you, okay? So again, we want the Wheel of Fortune. The card, and it's funny because as I said, you got the Tower, and then right in front of it, the Page of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. So something's going to happen. There's going to be a Tower moment. There's going to be a major shakeup here for a lot of you all. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. For the collective. We want the card that comes before and the card that comes after. There you go. So you're going to have to leave something behind. I can see that already. You have, yep. And I told you your money going to be looking good. And I feel like for a lot of y'all, it's going to happen in Taurus season. You got Taurus with the Emperor. I'm sorry, not the Emperor. The King of Pentacles. But as I said, the Emperor, we had the Emperor at the very beginning. And the Emperor is Aries. So I feel like I'm saying that. And you guys know there's no such thing as accidents. Because for a lot of y'all, it has already started in Aries season. Or you will see your life evolve. You will see there will be pickups for a lot of you all. As far as your monetary concerns are regarded, you'll see that taking off in Taurus season, April, May timeframe. Others, Taurus and Aries season share month, that's April, which we're in right now. So April, it seems like there's going to be a big time transformation for a lot of you all. You're going to choose a path to go down for a lot of, yeah. Because look, as soon as I pick this up, right behind it, you got the Four of Pentacles, 4. So for a lot of y'all, something's shifting in April. So you got the King of Pentacles, you have the World card, Fate and Destiny, and then you have the 8 of Cups, absolutely like what I was picking up. For a lot of y'all, you're going to leave something behind. You're going to decide, okay, it's time for me to go on this journey. You see how he's looking at that moon? Didn't I say very, like earlier on, the emotions and feelings is what's going to lead you and guide you to say, okay, it's time for me to go in a different direction. Look, oh my goodness, and I was just talking about that. And you guys are watching me shuffle, so yeah, that's confirmation right there for us. Let's see what you get. There you go. See, fear. Fear is holding a lot of people back. You have Capricorn energy here. You could be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus, but I don't feel like that. You could be, but I don't feel like that's the most important message here. The most important message is that, like I said, a lot of you all are allowing yourself to be bound to some situations that makes you uncomfortable, okay? Because you're fearful about what will happen if you take a step in an unknown direction. But here's the thing. Would you rather take that leap of faith and just go in a different direction and hope for the best, or not even hope for the best, claim that? Or would you rather stay in something where you don't have much freedom, where you have restrictions, where you have someone micromanaging you? This could be a living situation. If you live with family, you live with a love interest that you're no longer in love with, but you can't afford to move out on your own, because I'm getting that very strongly also. I feel like for a lot of you all, that money is going to come in, that new position is going to come in, that's going to allow you to stack up your money and move into your own place. Or feel stable enough to, you know, relocate. But this devil energy is someone's definitely fearful of, you know, lack. Because the devil always brings lack. I don't care what people tell you. The devil's going to bring you lack. The devil brings the illusion that if you work with it, that you'll get abundance and things like that. But the devil's always going to bring you lack. Also, if you notice, he has a scroll here. That's a contract. Some of you all are stuck because you have this chains here. Some of you all are stuck in a contract. Like, say, for instance, again, if you share a property with someone, you're on that lease and you're on that property, and someone may be waiting for a lease to expire. For some of y'all, a lease can expire within the next 3 months because you got 3 cups spilt over, or by August because you do have the 8 of Cups here also. Let's get a clarifier for this Knight. I'm sorry, why do I say Knight of Cups? And it's not a Knight of Cups. Okay, so some of y'all, it is a love interest. Because the Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor, somebody who comes in and sweeps you off your feet. Knights are also going on some type of journey or adventure, so it's definitely all about the adventure. And you know, again, Cups is your emotions and feelings. So outside of a love situation, Knight of Cups, for some of you all, it's like you're gonna have to go on this adventure and learn how to tame your emotions while you're going through it, or else it'll stop you. Okay, and that's also what I'm getting. For a lot of you all, your emotions there's some negative associations with change. And that's kept you stuck in uncomfortable situations. You have the High Priestess. Someone's first, middle, last initial could be BTJ, PR, SW, M, or H. Someone could be a Gemini rising. You have Pisces here again. Remember, I was talking about Michael Jackson. He was a Pisces moon. A lot of you all know that you're stuck in unhealthy patterns and you're stuck in situations that you may have played a role in allowing yourself to be in. Like, you know, it's time for you to go, but this is also one of those things where, well, my life is pretty comfortable right now. He's very comfortable there. He's surrounded by gold and glitter, you know. So someone may have had the realization recently, because see, the moon also talks about your subconscious thoughts. He's looking up at that moon. There's realization there. Someone's realizing that they are staying in a situation that's comfortable financially, but emotionally not at all. So let's get a clarifier for the King of Pentacles. Clarifier for the King of Pentacles for your Jupiter blessings reading. Yeah, you got the World card again. You guys are getting ready to go on a journey. You are. Things are getting ready to shift for you. And I feel like in the most positive and promising ways, but it may not be the way that you would like for it to look. But it's going to be for your benefit nonetheless. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. I keep wanting to get all this Page and Knight stuff. That's what I keep hearing in my head. So pages are smaller than everything else in the deck. So it makes me feel like some of you all don't think as highly of yourself, or you don't feel as deserving. Or you just don't, even if you don't think that you don't feel deserving, it may be one of those things where you just don't feel like it'll ever happen for you. Because right, this is accepting. You see how he's talking to that fish? He's accepting that. It's in his hand. He has control. In verse, he doesn't. And it's making me think about what I was talking about with the cheetah spirit animal seizing something. In reverse, somebody has become too comfortable, and that's why certain opportunities didn't come to them. But I'm going to say again, because you do have the King of Pentacles here, you will be sitting in a position of comfort. You also, as far as your career, will be in a position of authority, supervisor, team lead, manager, starting your own business because it's just him by himself. Male or female, however this applies to you. Let's get a clarifier for the King of Pentacles. Universal energies of light and love. Okay, one flipped up. So you have the World card reversed. There you go again. Taurus. Taurus. I feel very strongly like this is in reverse because, like I mentioned earlier, somebody may be a little too comfortable. He does not look like he's going to get up from that throne anytime soon. Also, I'm getting for some of you all, you have made a very comfortable life for yourself, but you're not very happy emotionally, or else you wouldn't have this. This is like someone ready to turn their back on things and go in a different direction. But comfort. Okay, so I'm also hearing for someone, you're saying like, well, I'm comfortable and I'm, this is exactly what I've been wanting for so long. But you may come to realize, because again, there's realization here. You may realize that it's not comfort at all. It's complacency. Comfort and complacency is two completely different things. That's not an energy that, active people, assertive people, that's not an energy that you can stay in. Because see, you have the Hermit, seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, seeking clarity. Virgo energy, again, it's in reverse. Someone is not ready to go on some type of journey. But I'm going to say again, I feel like the universe is going to cause some type of shakeup. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands, because guess what? If you do not decide to move and go on a different path, everything around you is going to feel heavy. It's carrying a heavy load, carrying a heavy burden. It's going to feel heavy. But you got this Ten of Wands, that's also an ending. That's like you're getting ready to put all that heaviness down. Let's see what's at the back. I'm curious. So, yeah, somebody, didn't I say earlier, someone may have lost opportunity. I feel like just being too comfortable. But then also I feel like this is in reverse. They're saying, okay, on the flip side, someone's tired of playing small because you have a page and then you got a king and they're both pentacles. Someone's like, I'm tired of playing small. Okay, thank you. That's the message I'm getting. Someone's like, I'm tired of playing small. I want more. I'm tired of just, going through life feeling like everything is just weighing me down and I'm not getting anything out of life. I'm not enjoying things. The World card in reverse is like the hamster wheel. It's like this. It kind of looks like she's in a hamster wheel a bit if you use your imagination, right? In reverse is like running backwards, sitting in place, staying stagnant. But again, there's changes happening for you all, but it's definitely going to require action on your behalf. Swift decision. There's some decision that's coming up very soon, as I mentioned. Taurus season. You got Taurus here, and also Leo. You got Leo here. And you got the lion up there too. You see that? So someone could be a Leo rising, Leo moon. Let's get a clarifier for the 8 of Cups. Someone could be August Leo with a lot of water in their chart. Moon rising, Venus. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio if you're a Leo. Let's get a clarifier for this 8 of Cups. Universal energies of, okay, there you go again. Boom. Okay, you had this come out sideways. We got to talk about that, but let's please, yeah, there's only one card, so we're going to address that. But let's please address the fact, like I said, things are going to shift for you in a very positive way. You got the King of Pentacles twice. For a lot of you all, you will see evidence of the things that you are trying to call into your life in Taurus season. For some of y'all, it will happen in Taurus season, April, May, specifically April. And then for others, it's just more so like, okay, now you're realizing it is time for me to be comfortable. It's time for me to be happy. I definitely feel like if you look at these two cards, same card, just different energy. He's just out like in the forest, something like that. But if you notice right here, we don't know where he is because this could be on the balcony on the other half of his castle because there's a castle in the background. But nonetheless, there's a house. And his head is kind of adjusted to that direction. He's looking down at that pentacle. For a lot of y'all, it is something with housing that's going to shift, but it's going to be for the positive because it came up right. Something with housing is going to happen. You got the 7 of Swords, liar, cheater, manipulator, sneak, conniver, some type of deception. And then you have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting with this combination for a lot of y'all, you may have told yourself like you can't. Because this could also be self-deception. You could have been telling yourself like, I can't really leave right now because, I'm stuck in this contract, I'm stuck in this lease, whatever. But you really can get free. Like there's ways for you to get out of that situation. And then also I feel like for those of you who have been denying, because this again could be like omission, denying yourself happiness, you're realizing like, it's time for me to move on. I want to be happy. I want to be free. The way that you had this Judgment card laying on the side, it came sideways. Upright is yes, down is no, sideways is in conclusion, indecisiveness, uncertainty, and then also transition, something transitioning. That is a reconciliation, bringing a situation back to life. As you see, these people in these caskets are being called back to life. That Red Cross is healing, being restored. With it being sideways, I feel like for a lot of you all, specifically because it's the Judgment card, they're saying like, you have to decide to like, it's like shake yourself back into reality. Because for some of y'all, like I said, there was energy of being too comfortable. And you may have not felt alive in a very long time. That's really what I'm getting. For a lot of y'all, you could have been dealing with some very heavy depression, because the moon is also associated with depression, amongst things. And some of you all could have been going through some depression, and you just didn't feel like yourself, like you just didn't feel like you had energy to, you just were just getting by. But I feel like now for a lot of y'all, you're like, oh, I deserve so much better. Because you can't tell a king or a queen that they don't deserve the best. You can't tell them that. Some of you all, again, I'm looking at same card, two different energies. There was something going on with your solar plexus chakra. It's just making me think about that bright yellow there. Your solar plexus is your confidence, your self-esteem, your willpower. Like I said earlier on, some of y'all did not feel like you were worthy, or you just felt like you would never, ever have that. And that is the self-worth situation. Sometimes we don't see it that way, but that is a issue with self-worth. Because who's to say what you will never have but you? You have that power. You have that ability to say that. And it's like judgment is like judging, making a judgment call to put action into something and not just sit there and feel like you are a part of circumstances that you have no control over, because you do. I'm going to say again, I do feel like for a lot of you all, there's something being ordained over there's a message, there is a prophecy being ordained over your life in regards to your abundance, because you're starting off with the King of Pentacles and you are ending with the King of Pentacles, and they're both upright. So that's saying you will definitely have abundance. You will definitely have stability. You will definitely be able to set that foundation. Some of you all are looking to buy your first home, your first family home. Some of you all are meeting someone who you will marry, male or female. This is going to be a marriage. Because see, the King of Pentacles is the most stable. He ain't here to play games. He wants to set roots. You see what I'm saying here? You see how thick those roots are? He wants to set roots. He wants to start a very solid long-term. There ain't no short-lived situation with the King of Pentacles. So again, someone also, because the way he's looking at that pentacle, someone just got approved for a loan, or you're getting approved in Taurus season. Or if you have already, now someone's starting to do some shopping. Because like I said, if you see in the background, there's a house back there. Somebody's getting ready to start house hunting. House, apartment, whatever. Somebody's just looking for their own place. Somebody's ready to build. And I'm going to say once more, as far as career goes, like there's an opportunity. You see how he's holding that pentacle? It's like, okay, this is the opportunity. Do I want to take it? You see how he's looking? Some of you all have to make a decision about a position. And it's a step up is what I'm hearing. Supervisor, manager. There's a big position happening here for a lot of y'all as well. So congratulations on that in advance, because it's happening. That's proof of it. It's happening. So I feel like for a lot of y'all, like I said, things are going to happen in a way that's going to be very auspicious. Things are going to happen in a way that you are going to least expect it. I definitely feel like it's going to happen. You're going to feel like your hand is being forced. And for a lot of y'all, it will. Because this reading says that you are definitely destined for this. And if you're just sitting here and not making a judgment call because you're like, I don't know if I want to move forward because the last time I took a leap of faith, it didn't work out. And if you're keeping yourself stuck in that fear, because remember, we've seen the devil in the beginning. If you keep yourself in that fear-based thought, then you're just going to be stagnant, just standing in place. And that's not what is for you. That's not your legacy. That's not your destiny. That's not your fate. That's not your future. It's not. So you got to go ahead and make a decision, a judgment call. And with it being sideways, it's like you will. But it may take a bit. You may feel a bit confused. But let me tell you, Spirit ain't going to let you stand in place for long. It's not going to happen. If you wait on something too long, or if you wait to put action to something for too long, again, a tower moment is going to shift you in the direction of your abundance. But again, like I said in the very, very beginning, it's all going to pan out for your highest good. I just heard right now your money woes are about to be over very soon. I feel like for a lot of people out there, their biggest issue is finances. Like, if I only had the money to do this and to do that, I'd be just fine in life. I feel like that's the biggest issue for a lot of people out there. But your money woes are getting ready to wrap up. If you have been unemployed for a while, you do have somebody calling you for a job in April also. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. Don't forget, tomorrow, 8 a.m. is our discount reading sale for the April 4th portal. Until next time, please continue to like, share, subscribe, click the all button. Take care. Bye.